March, April, May time when
Also,
Tate,
pull up the tweet
we'll
where
probably
Andrew.
say
I'm
all
alive
the
right
way
now.
from last year,
All
Tate was
right,
getting ready to
you live right
clean
now.
up shop in this side of the space. He had plans.
So I usually don't go this far to respond, but sometimes when you have a maniac loose on the streets, and in this case, it's the internet sphere, they need to be exposed. They literally need to be exposed. And after this is done, some of you guys are gonna hate him. Some of you guys are gonna laugh because this is comical. But what it is, it's even worse than that. This is sad, pathetic, and deranged. This is absolutely fucking deranged. This man right here, this man that we're talking about, the reason I kicked him out of my group 5 years ago, and this motherfucker just keeps resurfacing like a fucking cockroach. You can't get the fucking rid of him. Always worse and worse and worse with that head fucking case. He said in 2019, people who are against rape are against primal instincts. Then he said rape is masculine. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even think Stalin, another sick ass puppy who was a 9, thought that. Even he didn't think that, but apparently this guy who says he's a man of God believes you can rape people. So I had to distance myself from this. I can't be around garbage like this. So I got rid of it. Okay? So now, after I forgot about this guy for a few years, he resurfaces and starts attacking me. He's called me everything you can think of. Whatever you can think of, he's called me, including a demon and all this other stuff. So I want you to listen to how deranged this man is. This man is deranged.
He had plans for the way this year was going to
Listen,
go. Number one, take out Gary. Number two, take out whoever else he needs to take out in this.
context. He's talking about Andrew Tate. He says Andrew Tate wanted to take me out. Andrew Tate doesn't know who this guy is. He has no idea who this. Maybe he does from maybe a week ago when Andrew said in DM he doesn't know who this guy is, and he called me the numbers N with the hard ER, which I won't say. Listen to this. This man's insane.
Space. He was spying on me for the entirety of last year. I knew he was spying on me for the entirety of last year. He's pretty much been spying on me, hacking into all my stuff.
He's claiming Andrew Tate, who's having trouble with the law, who's fighting for his freedom, whether you like him or not. That's what he's doing. He's saying Andrew Tate, instead of planning on what to do next, because he is a chess player, he says instead he's spying on him. An absolute nobody. This shit gets better, folks. This shit gets better.
Since about, or all the way up until mid-July. Then he just lost interest, as he usually does. So why is this a relevant detail? Well, it's relevant because he's been watching everything. He's been trying to gather details. He's basically been copying all my stuff.
Okay, so again, he is claiming Andrew Tate and his henchmen, the War Room, are watching him and trying to get his stuff. And at first he said Andrew's trying to kill me. Now, I have beef with the dude, but I don't think it's anything like that. I can assure you it's not. He's not thinking about me. And he sure as hell ain't thinking about you. Continue listening to this whack job.
Taking in all pertinent details that I put together. Pretty much anything that I put together that was highly useful, that was on any computers or any sort of any information that was useful. Inside books, computers, anything. Groups, group chats.
The only thing useful you learned from me and GG33. That's like fact. That's why. And by the way, this guy who said rape is cool, now is supposedly a man of God. So apparently, people who believe raping women is okay now are going to preach to you because they've been appointed by God. Keep listening. You're going to hear it.
He was taking. That's what he did. So why is this important information? Because it was showing how he was getting ready to take over the space. Or not take over the space, but just get rid of the most significant opposition. Which is Gary.
So I'm the most significant opposition to a space he wants to start entering. I want you guys to think about this. He is Mr. Muslim, and this clown is accusing him of wanting to get in the numerology space. I mean, the level of delusion is off the charts. But keep listening. It gets better, I promise you.
So, why is this important? Because May time, April, May time is when he was going to take action. How he was going to take action, he was starting to move against Gary. He was starting to actively come against him and starting to actively deploy the chess pieces to start to suffocate him, to cause the walls to move, to close in. The first step was going to be reputation. And then the next step was going to be he actually takes him out.
Mm-hmm. So my reputation as the world's top numerologist has not changed. There's nothing that has damaged my reputation at all. Absolutely nothing. Elon Musk don't like me. That's for real. But I'm growing on IG, growing on TikTok, better than most. As a matter of fact, better than a lot of people, if we're going to be honest. So, yeah, I'm small on here, like 40-some thousand. But I've been deleted like 22 times. Would have been like 400,000 or 500,000 people. So it is what it is. My reputation is absolutely the same. But please go on, mentally insane person.
Meaning he actually deploys whatever assets, he has a few hitmen. I know he has a really high level paramilitary, ex-military hitman.
Ex-military hitman. Okay.
That lurks around in the U.S. to take out people.
Take out people.
So,
okay. I wonder if this guy can get sued for defamation.
He was already making his moves against Gary. I saw it, and I was already.
He saw it. He saw Andrew Tate was hiring people to make moves against me. He saw it. How did he see it? How did he see this? How did this insane a person who belongs in a mental facility, how did he see this?
To Gary because I was still under the impression that he was my friend, that he was an ally. April, May time. Here's why I switched too. He comes out against him.
So again, now he's explaining why he used to be my ally. And again, I didn't pay attention to this guy for years. But again, he was in the group. I got rid of him again for this tweet in 2019. People who are against rape are against primal instincts. This is what this guy said. This is exactly what he said. And then he said it right again. You guys can read it yourself. This guy is a sick man. So now he's going to explain why he went from a supporter who would say how great snakes are, would say, I taught him so much numerology. And by the way, he's a man of God, but go to his website. All his prices are in 8s. Who taught you that? God or me? So again, he's trying to grift. He needs money. And when people need money, they start grifting religion, especially in an 8-year. I told you people this was coming. I told you exactly. Half the spaces now, it's all about religion. Half the spaces, it's about religion. So now this man's going to tell you how he fucking turned on me.
To defend him. Because I can see the writing on the wall. I can see what he was about to do. He was about to kill Gary.
Oh, he's about to kill me. But what happened? Look. I'm still here. What happened?
Full stop. He didn't come for me first. He came for Gary first. I was the next target because he could see.
He was the next target. So I'm supposed to be taken out, and then he is. Again, this is a man who makes about 5-10 million a month. He forgot about me for a long time. He doesn't know who you are, dog. You are so delusional that you believe this. And the worst part isn't that you believe this. That's not the worst part. The worst part is any idiot who believes you. Because those people are out of their fucking mind. But please, continue.
See, or you could hear what Gary was talking about. You could hear how Gary was trying to put the importance, the significance on me to get the heat off of him.
So he became a traitor because somehow I was supposed to be taken out. And then in his mind, he's telling you that I somehow convinced Tate to go after him instead. Do you understand how delusional this is? This man has about, 3,900 followers? About 700 gone or something like that? We need to take that another couple thousand. Because this man's mentally unstable and he should not be putting his opinion out there because he is literally insane.
And this is why this guy's a fucking traitor. Because he knew I was coming to his defense.
So again, he's making up stories, and now he said he was coming to my defense. I was not paying attention to anything like this because it wasn't happening. This is all a delusional man in his mind making shit up. You know how a woman tells you, about her woman's intuition? And she comes up to you and she says, yo, I know what you were doing. And you're like, what are you talking about? What did I do? And then she's like, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. This is one of those situations, except we're dealing with a beta male who needs to make up stories and grift to try to make money. Because what you will see with his tweets, about 50 to 100 a day about me. I haven't made that many tweets about me this year. This dude does it in a day. Yo. But again, keep listening.
He knew I was taking the heat for him. And he amplified that I was taking the heat for him. To get the pressure to come off of him, this is how much of a fucking coward he is.
He's calling me a coward because he made up a story in his head. And then he starts telling you, I took the pressure off myself and I was not thinking about this dude at all. He just started making thousands of tweets against me. So, voila, we're here. And we're going to expose the clown who says rape is cool. Essentially what he said there. This is what he said. You understand what type of man we're dealing with? He believes someone is looking at him to try to make him seem self-important. This man needs to be removed from social media. He's not only a danger to others, he's a danger to himself. And a lot of times, maybe we can't even blame him. Maybe this is a society thing. You know why? He doesn't have a father there, and his mother isn't here. This is a prime example of what happens when people don't have a mom and dad in their lives. Right here. Whatever drove him to this insanity, that was the seed. This man is literally insane because he didn't have a mother and a father.
He was going to use me to soak up all the pressure from Tate and keep me and Tate in opposition so he could freely build while I soaked up all the pressure from him. So it was a key day where I came to his defense and I constantly kept on defending him. I constantly kept on going for Tate.
Where are these tweets?
And basically peeling all the pressure off of him. And if I never did that, Tate would have probably killed him.
Listen to this. If he didn't take the pressure off me, Tate would have killed. Do you understand how delusional this man is? He belongs in a white padded wall. This man's insane. He's selling courses on how to read minds. This man is literally insane. By the way, all the prices are in eights. Wonder where he learned that from. So again, a lot of you guys found this clown through me. Leave it alone. Again, I want you to read this yourself. This is him. This is him. Leave it alone. He makes up imaginary stories. The man needs mental help. No one was thinking about you. No one is doing anything to you. You're not that important, dog. And guess what? He's not the only one who feels like this. People who have accomplished nothing in life want to be the head guy. I'm sorry, that's not how this works. You will make up stories. It's one or two. You're either making up stories or you're critically insane. But it all comes back from the root cause. No mom, no dad. You need fucking help. You need help.
Probably killed him. Full stop. So that's why you saw mid-July, he kept on coming out to Tate's defense.
I kept up coming to Tate's defense. When do I come up to Tate's defense? I'm being accused of coming to Tate's defense. Before Zerka came along, I was the #1 Andrew Tate hater. Zerka took that title. I don't even do it that much anymore. What do I make a tweet about? Once a month now? What are you talking about? I have no love for Tate. But here's the thing, brother. I know that. He's not thinking about me. He sure as hell isn't thinking about you. And to be so delusional as to say this man was trying to kill me, you should be sued for defamation. You were out your fucking mind. And see, I want you guys to know something. This is one of the prices of fame. When you get up there and you establish yourself as one of the top guys out there in whatever field it is, there's going to be people who aren't there who will believe they're better than you. And they can justify taking that spot. They haven't done the work. They haven't learned anything on their own. But they will believe they're better than you. That is one of the prices that you're going to have to pay, because there's always a wacko like this around who's going to act all fucking nuts. Let's keep going.
Not because he likes him, because he felt the pressure of the opposition. He's a fucking coward.
I'm a coward. You're critically insane, bro. Get mental help. And I'm not doing this for his benefit. I'm doing this for the people who follow us mutually. Again, is this something you support? Now, he's going to say, I've been around Zerka and this dude fucking says pedo. That's Zerka. Plus, he's a comedian. He's a 3. That's Zerka. I'm not around that shit. Okay? Nothing like this is around me. But when it comes to this clown, he's trying to normalize rape. There's a lot more with this. People in my group accuse him of murder. This is a true story.
Full stop. This man is a coward, a traitor, a thief, all the negative traits. And he tried to use me.
Use him. Listen.
He tried to basically set this whole thing up and make it look like he was the genius manipulative guy, the genius strategist, when all this guy is a fucking traitor.
So again, what he's talking about is I sent Andrew Tate on him, and Andrew Tate gives a fuck about this guy. I'm going to end it there. I wanted you guys to see how delusional this fuck is. This guy is out of his fucking mind. Out of his fucking mind. Chat, I'm going to go through this shit. I want to see exactly what you guys are talking about. Got here. Yep. He made imaginary stories. Definitely mental illness. No, I'm not going to give him any clout. I'm basically doing this so people block and unfollow this fool. Unless you believe a story. Because if you believe a story, by all means, go over there. If you believe any of this crap that he's spewing in his own words, and especially if you believe in this, go over there and deal with him, because I'm telling anyone in GG33, you deal with this guy, you're gone. I'm not going to have anyone associated with this guy because he's out of his fucking mind. I've established that clear and cut. This dude is out of his mind. He'll call me the devil. He'll say he's some kind of saint. But this is the real him right here. That was the real him, delusional. It's sad. It's sad. It really is. Anyways, that's enough clout for this idiot. If you're witnessing this as an influencer, or you want to be an influencer, understand that when that happens in life, something like this is possible. Where people are so deranged, they'll talk about you 50 to 100 times a day in tweets. Make whatever up. Whatever out there they can think of, they'll make up. You understand? They're delusional and they'll make anything up. GG33. Disassociate with a guy like this. In closing, I really don't believe in unlimited free speech, because I truly believe a cancer must be eliminated before it spreads. And this type of thinking, where you can say rape is cool and then say you're a man of God, this is grifting. Because it's the easiest grift out there, especially in the 8-year. It's the easiest grift out there. As soon as you say you're a Christian or a Muslim, you align yourself with billions of people. They're more likely to support you. It is what it is. All right, enough of this. End the stream.